You don't admit this out loud, but you felt it. The moment you decided to change your life, everything started getting harder. More pressure, more doubt, less peace. People slowly drifted away. Motivation disappeared. Days felt heavier for no clear reason. You even started wondering if you made a mistake, if the old version of you was actually happier. Here's the part that messes with your head. What if your life didn't get harder because you chose the wrong path? What if it got harder because you finally stopped lying to yourself? Let me walk through your days. You wake up with intention, not excitement. Intention. You tell yourself today will be different. You plan to stay focused, disciplined, in control. But by midday, resistance shows up quietly. Your focus breaks. Your patience thins. Small problems feel heavier than they should. You're doing better things on paper, cutting distractions, trying to be disciplined, thinking long-term instead of chasing quick relief, but life somehow feels tighter. People don't clap for you anymore. Some relationships feel awkward now. The things that used to distract you feel empty, and the future you're working towards still feels far away. You feel lonely without being alone, busy without momentum, aware without peace. Slowly, a dangerous thought creeps in. Maybe I'm not built for this. Maybe I don't have the discipline others have. Maybe I'm forcing a version of myself that isn't real. You don't say it publicly, but privately, you question yourself almost every night. Here's the lie you've been believing. You think the problem is motivation. You think the problem is discipline. You think the problem is inconsistency. That's not the real issue. The real issue is this. You expected growth to feel like relief, but relief comes from comfort. Growth comes from friction. Your old life felt easier because it demanded nothing from you. Low resistance, low responsibility, low awareness. You removed the distractions, you removed the excuses, you removed the autopilot. Now life feels raw, not because you're failing, but because nothing is buffering you anymore. Here's what's actually happening inside your head. Your brain is designed to protect what's familiar, not what's best. Old habits feel safe because they're predictable, even when they were slowly destroying you. When you change your behavior, your brain doesn't celebrate. It panics. It increases doubt, magnifies discomfort, brings old urges back to the surface, not to help you, but to pull you back into known territory. There's another layer most people never understand. When you stop numbing yourself, your nervous system wakes up. You start feeling responsibility, uncertainty, loneliness, fear, things you've been avoiding for years. Before, you escaped them. Now you're present with them. That presence feels heavy, but it's not damage, it's awareness. Here's the shift you need to make. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not failing at self-improvement. You're transitioning identities. The old version of you survived by avoiding discomfort. The new version survives by facing it. That transition is unstable at first, like learning balance after years of leaning on support. Stop treating this phase like a problem. It's a threshold. Most people never reach it because they quit the moment life pushes back. They mistake resistance for a sign to stop, retreat into comfort, and call it being realistic. You didn't, and that's why it hurts. Here are the rules that actually matter. First, stop checking your emotions all day. Feelings fluctuate. Responsibility grounds you. Ask yourself one question daily. What am I responsible for today, even if I don't feel like it? Second, stop confusing resistance with danger. Discomfort doesn't mean stop. It means the old version of you is losing control, and that process is always messy. Third, shrink the battlefield. When life feels overwhelming, simplify. One promise kept daily builds more power than 10 goals abandoned out of frustration. Control doesn't come from motivation. It comes from consistency without negotiation. Your life didn't get harder because you chose growth. It got harder because you removed the lies that made life feel easy. You stepped out of numbness and into awareness. And awareness has weight. Most people turn back here. They call it burnout, bad luck, bad timing. You don't have to. This pressure isn't here to crush you. It's here to see if you'll stand without using comfort as a crutch. And if your life got harder after you tried to change, that's not a warning. That's confirmation. If this hit you, don't just nod and move on. Comment, "I'm still standing" if you feel the pressure but refuse to go back.